Welcome back to youtube.com/geekaloud. Today we are going to have a look at WWE 2K22. Why would that be, you ask? It's not a new game, but this is a follow-up from Troy's Let's Install of the PS5 and PS4 version that he has done recently. And why would you ask, is he doing that? Well, it's part of the January PlayStation sale, so the game is available in that sale for a fairly significant price off the retail. I already have the disc as a physical collector. Can't stand digital, really. Anytime I can get the physical copy of a game, I will. And if you're sitting there asking and wondering who is Troy, well, I can tell you who Troy is. Troy is part of the gaming enforcement agency GEA. That is me, Troy, and Unky Dunky, who every Thursday night, 8 o'clock Australian time, we'll jump onto YouTube and chat about the games we've been playing during the week. We have a chat about the news of the week, and then we jump into the standoff. And the standoff, we come up with a different topic each week, come up with a number of games that fit into that topic, and we will then choose a winner. If you missed out on last week's show, the topic for the standoff was our most anticipated games for 2023, ones that are confirmed at this point. Anyway, I won't spoil that. Jump into GEA and have a look through that, see what our nominations are, and see what our eventual winner is. It might not be a 3-0 scoring system, so have a look at that. But what we're going to do is jump into WWE 2K22. Now, I will have to, well, I've already pre-loaded up a game that we have to do it that way because there is some music in these scenes, and that will knock us out of YouTube if we let those play. So I've loaded up a match, we're ready to go. We've gone with Rey Mysterio. So this was one of the reasons I originally jumped into it. Was there was a couple of iterations back, I think 2 years back, that the developer changed hands, and it was a pretty average game from all accounts. I think they may have sort of fixed it up with some patches down the track, but what was released was not much chop. But much better release this year, or last year now, and the recommendation come from Unky Dunky, as I said, as part of the GEA crew. He did mention that there was some of the old classic wrestlers in there from the what I would consider the golden age of wrestling. Everyone's probably got their own little era that they like the best, but the 80s and 90s were the best for me. So Rey Mysterio's in there. You've got the original Undertaker. You've got Hulk Hogan, of course. You've got Bret Hart, all those classics. Boss Hogg, all those guys. So that was one of the main reasons that it ended up appealing to me, is it had a lot of those old type wrestlers in there, rather than just the newer ones, which, to be honest, I would have no idea who most of the new guys are. But the old WWE WrestleManias and the like, they were always classics. Love those ones. Now you will see, as we're sort of playing through it, that little triangle, which is obviously one of the buttons on the PS5 controller. Ooh, here we go. Let's see, they do the signature move. Bang. There we go, the old signature move. For Rey Mysterio, the old signature move there that we've had a look at. So as I was saying, the triangle on the top, that is basically the counter button. So that's more or less the only way that you can get through if your opposition is going to start getting on top of you, getting to the point where you're sort of struggling a bit. That's really the only way that you can counter the moveset until they basically finished it. You've got to try and counter it or block it. You can block it. It's not as easy, but what you want to do is try and counter it. And the counter it is the triangle button there. And you can't sit there and mash it. You've got to really sort of time it, because if you hit it too early, it won't work. And obviously, if you hit it too late, it won't work either. So you've got to sort of work your way through it. But you can see, even as we're playing through here, some of the movesets they've got are really quite good. We saw the Rey Mysterio signature move there. We've just seen the top of the ropes move there. Then Finn, thankfully managed to get himself away from that one. And there we go. And the other thing you've got to be mindful of with the counter moves is you'll see your sort of health bar in the bottom there. Now, the longer the fight goes on, obviously, the more damage you take. But the impact that it has is that it makes it a lot harder to actually hit that triangle button or the counter button, because it doesn't actually stay up for as long. So you've got to we've got the other signature move. Just if I can knock him down, I think we might be alright. But Gonzo's not going to get away with this. Here we go. Off your pop. A bit too early on that one. Here we go. We can get him. Let's see if we can do it this time. Here we go.
Mysterio with great evasion. He's looking shaky at best now. He can really stand.
There we go, get the signature move going again. Boom.
619. He gets back into the ring.
Surely, let's see. Now, I think if we can get outside the ring here, we might be able to do his finisher move too. There we go. Oh no, too slow enough. He got out of the way. Here we go, there's a reversal again.
At this juncture, you have to wonder if these superstars can keep up this pace. They're certainly being taken into the deep waters now. Tough with the suplex. Big elbow. And Balor somehow just
You
keeps
see that reversal, it doesn't actually stay up for that long. So you got to sort of really be quick on it. There we go, got it that time. Oh, and then missed the thing, and then missed the power move. And you can see it quickly flashed up and knocked off there, because you basically got none of your actual health yet. So, or I did have none of the health left, so it will jump off pretty quickly after that. There we go.
Devastating kick. And Finn was ready for that. Driving the elbow. Bang, nice contact there. Rey moves out of trouble. Picture perfect drop kick. He steers clear of contact. He's been placed in the corner now.
There we go. Got the reversal going again.
Right to the back of the leg.
Let's see if we can do the finisher this time. There we go. Alright, are we quick enough? Yes, we will, because he's still stunned. So we basically knocked him out, he's stunned. Let's go. Got the finisher going. And another pin.
What a shot. Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick. Quick strike to the lower body.
And you see, if you whack the reversal button too early, it actually won't come up at all because you've jumped the gun on it. So.
What a shot. Down with a sling blade. And a basement drop kick.
Alright, anyway, so there we go. We've got a fair idea of how it plays. That'll go along with the Let's Installs that Troy put up today. So if you've liked what you've seen there, make sure you check out the channel. We've got Let's Plays, Let's Installs, which is a bit of a tech help video for those that are having some issues installing some of the various components, which can always be a bit troublesome, especially with some of the digital downloads and the way they sort of work those out as opposed to just plugging the disc in and it all automatically does things itself. And then, as mentioned earlier, we've got GEA, the Gaming Enforcement Agency, Thursday nights at 8 PM Australian time. For me, Unky Dunky and Troy, join us. We're up to episode 50, I'll say 8. Might be wrong, but do check it out and have a look. And this will be good for you to, if you haven't played the game, have a bit of a look at how it does actually play. And as I said, it does look pretty good. So if you've liked what you've seen here, make sure you like it, subscribe it, and you'll never miss it.
Oh, that was luck. Hey, that's something. Oh, look at him!
The player splash!
Old Uncle Donkey. Gee, Donkey.